What's up, YouTube? B Squad. B Squad. What's up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today with the review for Life After Lockup Season 4, Episode 16. The episode is titled Lost and Found, you guys. So before we go ahead and just get into this review, if you guys are watching this video or any other on my channel, and you guys aren't yet subscribed to my channel, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know you can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and also by turning on those post notifications. And with that out of the way, you guys, without further ado, let's discuss Life After Lockup, shall we? All right, you guys, so I was pleasantly surprised last Saturday after I posted my video a few hours. It was some hours after I posted my video, right? And you guys, we were talking in the comment section, and someone from this cast came into my comment section. I was like, wait a minute, no way. So Deontay came into my comments, you guys, and he was really cool. He was really cool in the comment section, right? He said, you know, he was talking to me about the fact that I was like, I hope he didn't give Lindsay his passwords, and he didn't understand what I meant when I said it. I meant I hope he didn't give Lindsay the password to his credit report. And you know, we were having a conversation back and forth, and I just told him how cringeworthy watching that scene was, them talking about the credit. And he said he understood. You know, he was like, yeah, I wasn't the only person that just cringed. So if you guys see Deontay in the comments, show him some love, you guys. So yeah, let's go ahead and just talk about this episode. Now, I'm gonna go in on somebody, not him. This person, I'ma hope and pray she never comes in my comments. And we're gonna actually start off with her dumb ass, the dunce. Child, let's talk about Taylor and Chance, right? Thank God this episode we didn't see Chance. I was like, praise the Lord for a small miracle. But we still had to look at this dunce. Girl, she's a dunce. She is a dunce. A dumbass. A dum-dum. I was about to say something else, but that is too mean. So we see the dunce, and she's out wedding dress shopping with her friend. Baby, that first wedding dress that she tried on, it looked like it was dirty. And she tried on 2 wedding dresses, and I'm like, girl, both of these dresses are horribly ugly. And I was looking like, girl, are you in a thrift store? Now, no shade if you are in a thrift store, but I'm like, these dresses are giving me thrift store vibe, and these dresses are ugly. But then on top of that, her hair was ugly too. So I was like, oh girl, I hope when you and Chance do get married, if you get married, I hope you do something different with that hair. I hope you dye that hair black, dye it red, dye it something. But that hair color, it's a hell no. That hair color is ugly. That hair color is ugly. Your hair is flat. That dress looked, first of all, those dresses were dingy and dirty looking. The second one, it was white, and you could tell it was white. But that first one, baby, I thought that they had got that damn dress out of somebody's chest, like, you know, one of those chests, those old chests that help people put their dresses in back in the day. Girl, that's what I thought. That's what I was getting from that, was a chest. So while she's trying on the ugly ass dress, she's telling her friend about Chance and how Chance has been frivolously spending money on a new truck and the tires and the rims. What was wrong with the rims and the tires that came on the truck? Now, that is the smartest thing that she said in that scene. But girl, you are just dumb as a box of rocks. You still want to marry this man, but you see that he's frivolous with spending. The man was talking about taking out more loans on top of loans. Who does that? That's not financially smart for anybody to take out a loan on top of a loan. Why would you do that? Then she tells her friend that she missed her period by a few weeks. I was like, girl, if you're pregnant by him, you know what? Never mind. I'm gonna let Taylor make it. Because the girl, like, she got out the short yellow bus yesterday. Once again, Taylor, girl, if you come into this, if you come across this video, go the other direction. Don't leave no comment. Go the other direction. Go to, girl, I don't know anybody that I can tell you to go to. that's going to give you a positive review. Go to somebody that's white. That's all I got to say. Go to a white person. Go to a white person, because I know Ashley goes in on you. Nikki Star calls you dumb. Auntie's advice went on you. So go somewhere else they ain't black. Let's pause here and move forward. Y'all, let's go ahead and get these two out the way. Chazz and Branwyn. Baby, when I saw Branwyn at that coffee shop, all I could think of, when I saw her, because she got this, I was going to say it's I Dream a Genie ponytail, but it's not. That ponytail was giving Rapunzel, please let down your hair. That's what it was giving, was Rapunzel. But I was like, girl, first of all, your hair and this ponytail, they're not the same color. They weren't the same color. Girl. So Chazz called her and told her that instead of him going back home to Kentucky, he decided to cancel that and stay so he could talk to her. Chazz, why are you staying? I'm trying to do my homework, dude. Seriously? Girl. So Chazz says he's gonna pull up on her. Okay, I'm at so-and-so, but I'm trying to do my homework, Chazz. You know what's bothering me when it comes to Branwyn, besides Rapunzel's ponytail that she got on, it's that Marilyn Monroe. God, that Marilyn Monroe. I feel like that thing is pierced wrong, because it literally looked like it's just sitting up out of her lip. I was like, ugh. Every time I see that piercing, I'm like, I think they pierced that wrong. I literally believe that they pierced that wrong, or either she's taken out the original pierce. Actually, that's exactly what it is. She's taken the original piercing out and put something else in there that does not fit, because that ball is just way too big. Because I thought, like with the Marilyn, because I've had my lip pierced right here, right? It's a little bitty stud. Girl, it looks like a black booger is hanging out of her. It looks like a black booger is just sitting right by her nose. Oh, so Chazz came to where she was, right? It was the most cringeworthy thing, right? So he tells her he feels like he's doing everything wrong, and he's talking about how they have different ways of showing love. Chazz, she ain't showing you love, dude. This woman tenses up around you. Jesus the Christ. He says he wants to know that she loves him and that she's attracted to him. She's not. Then she says, won't be good, Chazz. So he says, I'm glad that I married you. She says, I'm glad that you married me too. Chazz, you didn't catch that? She's not said that she didn't say she's glad she married you too. She said she's glad that you married her. Meaning she Chazz, sir. Oh God, I be wanting to feel bad for Chazz, but I don't. So then he wants to go with her. He wants to take her to a hotel. I was like, oh my God, no way. So they get to the hotel. So she has to do her Spanish homework. I was like, girl, what are you? I mean, it was given very much beginner Spanish, because she's talking about how she has to write a sentence, but she doesn't know what the words mean. How are you write? Your homework is to write a sentence in Spanish? Girl, there's a whole thing called, you can go get Spanish for Dummies. You can go get Rosetta Stone. You can go get a lot of things that'll teach you Spanish. Why are you, girl, this is giving middle school entry level Spanish class. Are you getting a degree? I'm so confused by Branwyn, but you know what? We're gonna leave Branwyn the hell alone for right now. So Chazz is literally staring at her like this. I would have said, bruh, stop staring at me like that. That's creepy. You guys, I also hate the way that Branwyn talks. So, on top of her talking with a slur and a lisp, she also has this baby talk when she wants to get sexy. Oh, God, that baby talk was irritating. I'm gonna give you a lap dance, Chazz. Lay down, Chazz. Which way do you want me to lay down? I don't know. Which way do you want to lay down? I was like, somebody lay down, and I don't give a damn if you lay face down, stomach up. I don't care how you lay down. Lay your ass down. I'm gonna give you a sexy lap dance. Now, mind you, at one point in this episode, he went to go give her a massage. She tensed up at that massage, but now you want to give him a sexy lap dance. I'm gonna give you a sexy lap dance, Chazz. Girl, what? Get out. That face, baby, when she told the producers and the cameraman to get out. Get out! I was like, what the hell is going on here? Baby, I fear for Chazz. That woman, if she has sex with you, she is going to try to break you in half, little man. Just saying. Let's pause here, you guys, and move forward. All right, you guys, next up, let's talk about Brittany and Ray. You guys, Brittany still annoys me. I don't know what it is about Brittany. So we see Brittany and Ray as they're celebrating their engagement, and you know, she talks about when he went that morning when he got all dressed up. He told her he went to see her parents, right? So she was like, you went to see my parents, what did they say? Well, your mom gave me her blessing, but your dad didn't, right? And she was so pissed off, right? So she also wants to start planning a wedding. She wants to set a wedding date, right? Girl, y'all just got engaged. Enjoy the engagement, right? So it was in this moment that I was over Brittany, because I realized Brittany doesn't, it to me, and you guys can let me know if you guys feel the same way, but for me, it feels like Brittany really doesn't care about the marriage itself. Because if you listen to Brittany and what she's talking about, it's all about the wedding. It's the pomp and circumstance, right? She wants to serve steak, fish, and something else at the wedding. She wants to have a quartet at her wedding. She's talking about what her dream wedding is. And I'm like, your dream, that's what it is, right? She wants to have 200 guests there, right? I'm like, oh, that's what it is. Like, people be so fixated on the date, having the perfect date, having the dress, having the bridesmaids, and it's typically women, because I don't think men don't really give a damn about the wedding, right? As long as you say I do, you exchange your vows, that's all that the man cares about. But I know that some women, you know, they plan out their perfect wedding, right? And I don't have an issue with that. I have no issues with that. But I want people the people who all they think about is how they want their perfect day to be, that's unrealistic, right? Because you have that perfect day, but then do you think about what happens after that perfect day? Like, every day is not going to be your wedding day. You're going to have ups, you're going to have downs, you're going to have your trials and your tribulations in your marriage. So it seems to me like with Brittany, it just feels like Brittany is just getting married for all the wrong reasons. It feels like Brittany is getting married so that she can have her big, beautiful dress, her 200 guests, her quartet, her steak, her lobster, her fish, her whatever she wants. And it is because at one point in the episode, Ray was like, we could even, you know, if your dad does, because she went over to her dad's and she was upset with her dad. But I got what her dad was saying. He wants to get to know Ray a little bit better because he feels like she's rushing into something, and I absolutely agree with that, right? He wants for Ray to prove himself to him. Sounds like what the mother said when we first met them. I don't care. I just think she's doing this for the wrong reasons, because Ray was like, well, if your dad doesn't give us his blessing, then we can go to the courthouse. She doesn't want to do that. She doesn't see herself going to the courthouse. That let me know right then and there. I'm like, this ain't about the marriage, baby. This is literally about the wedding and putting on a show for other people. That's all it is. So let's pause here, you guys, and let's move forward. You guys, Kevin and Tiffany, I keep saying this, baby, they can get rid of these two. These two are the most boring of all of the couples on this show for me. So you guys remember in the last week's episode that not like literally the end, but you guys at the end of Kevin and Tiffany's scene, someone knocked at the door and it was Tiffany. So Tiffany came in and Kevin, I'm gonna say this to you guys. Kevin told her to come and hey, have a conversation, right? So they went in the room. She's once again asking him about the panties. He don't know nothing about the panties, right? She says they're probably Kayla's. He says first he said they could be your panties, like they might be your panties. She's like, I know that those are not my panties, Kevin. Those could be Kayla's panties. He said, well, they could be, or they could be any other woman that was over here. I was just like, oh my God. So then his mother comes in and she's like, so you're just gonna walk by me and not introduce yourself? Ma'am, your son went to the door and said, excuse us, and went to the room. So don't blame her, blame your rude ass son for not introducing you to Tiffany. So then she's like, you just walked by me and you didn't say nothing to me. Ma'am, your son got the girl, said, let's go to the room and talk. His mom is a hypocrite, and she's a true hypocrite. Like, let's keep it real. No disrespect to your mama, Kevin, but your mom is a hypocrite and judgmental as hell. So his mama has the audacity to sit here and talk to her about how she did him when she got out of prison, how she had other plans with old boy, right? Ma'am, Tiffany told Kevin not to come. Kevin took it upon himself to go to the halfway house. So your son put himself in that situation, right? She said, don't come. If I tell you don't come somewhere, don't come where I'm telling you not to come, because I probably have other plans. And then I'm like, ma'am, please meet Kelda, because your son ain't no different from Tiffany. Yes, she had old boy meet her come pick her up from the halfway house, but your son has been sitting over here sleeping with Kayla, and you know about it. Ma'am, get off my TV screen. Take you, your son, Kayla, and her wannabe black ass, and then take Tiffany and get the hell off my TV screen. That's what I need from the four of you. Get off my TV. That's all I need from y'all. Leave me alone. I'm going to file harassment charges against you guys. I'm going to file a damn restraining order against you guys because you guys are harassing me for no reason. I don't like seeing you. I don't like seeing Kevin. I don't like seeing Tiffany, and I damn sure don't like seeing Kayla. I want y'all off my TV screen. Actually, at the end of this Life After Lockup, if Kevin, Kayla, and Tiffany come back for another season, JB will refuse to mention them. They will be an afterthought. I won't talk about them, period, point blank. I don't ever need to see them ever again in life on this show or in Dallas, because they are in Arlington. I don't frequent over there that much, but I do go over there because this is where I got my nose. There's where I got my nose pierced at from the candy shop. I don't need to see them ever again in my life. Make it so, Jesus, that I never have to see them again. Let's pause here and move forward, you guys. Oh my God, you guys. Brittany and Marcelino, you guys. Now this storyline just gets worse and worse every week, right? So the producers found Marcelino. I don't know how. Well, they told us how they found him. A PA saw him getting gas at a gas station. I was like, okay, if I believe this, let's play along. So the producer asked him, did he meet up with someone? He says, no, he did not meet up with anyone. He sneaks away to go play poker. Do I believe that? I mean, you guys remember there was a storyline a few seasons ago that he goes and plays poker. So I don't know. I don't care. These storylines, you guys, these storylines are driving me insane. So, Marcelino talks about how he feels like Brittany's pushing him away for other women. I was like, oh my God. Why, Jesus? Why, Jesus? Why? So we also found out from Marcelino that Brittany didn't come home the night before. The producers found Brittany 4 hours later in the hotel room with her other friend, and they were both that butt naked right under the covers. Brittany was in her interview with talking to the producers. I'm like, girl, are you drunk? Because you're giving me drunk. So then that one friend that she was sleeping in the bed with is hyping her up, talking shit about Amanda. So then Brittany called Amanda because the friend that's in the bed with her was like, you know what? There was a message above the messages that she showed you. So Brittany called Amanda up. Amanda said, you know what? I'll send you a screenshot of it. So she sent it to her. So come to find out, Marcelino allegedly sent Amanda a picture of his dick. Now, the picture wasn't in the DMs because they didn't blur it out. So when did he send her a picture of his dick? Here's the other thing. Didn't y'all just have a threesome with each other so the woman should know what his dick looks like? This story is just made up. I just don't buy it. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. So Brittany is upset with Marcelino. She calls Marcelino and tells him, I'm coming home to see my kids, and when I get there, I want you to leave. He's blaming Amanda. She says this has nothing to do with Amanda. It's all on you. So Brittany does leave. She gets to the house. She's breaking down crying in the car and in the interview with the producers. Oh, God. Girl, you deserve an Emmy because I don't believe any of that. Because like I just poked a hole in it, right? If Marcelino and Amanda were having conversation via DMs, right? And he, quote unquote, sent her a picture of his dick, that would have been in that Instagram DM. But y'all didn't show that. Like, y'all showed the screenshots, but I never saw an image of his dick because y'all didn't blur it out. So, and then Brittany is saying that she asked Marcelino for dick pictures when she was in prison, but he didn't send it to her, right? But then here we go once again with go back to the full circle of the dick picture, right? So Marcelino, he sent the dick picture to Amanda, but in that text thread there was no dick picture, right? Okay, so then we get to that, but then we got to go back full circle. Brittany and Marcelino just recently had a threesome with Amanda. So I would think that Amanda would already know what Marcelino's dick looks like if they had a threesome. So if they had a threesome, why is he sending her a picture of his dick when y'all just had a threesome? That means all you gotta say is wasn't the dick good? Like, the dick was good, wasn't it? I put that shit down, right? You want some more? Like, y'all just had a threesome, so she doesn't need to know what it looks like. It's not like she's seeing it for the first time. She saw it already. So there's no purpose in sending her a damn dick pic when she's already saw it once before. Make it make sense. I'm getting frustrated. Like, y'all can look at my eyebrows. I'm getting frustrated. Like, I'm over this storyline. It's stupid. It's so stupid. It's the dumbest storyline I've ever heard of. Like, who sends someone that they've had sex with? Now, I know you can, and I'm not saying that it doesn't happen, right? Like, you could get so turned on by a person, you'd be like, oh, like, it's foreplay, right? But this doesn't seem like it was foreplay. This wasn't foreplay. You guys, let's pause here and move forward. Oh my God, you guys, Jesus, this episode was This episode was a bunch of delusional people. Sean, Sarah, and Destiny. So Sean and Sarah are getting ready to get married, right? It's 8 hours before the wedding, right? So Sarah's mom is like, she can still run. I was like, she sure can. I wish she would run, but she's not. So we met Sarah's mom's boyfriend. I was like, girl, this is what the dating pool looks like? Yikes. I see why Sarah's with this man. I can see why. So, then we got delusional ass Destiny, you guys. Destiny is just the most delusional person. She thinks that Sean's gonna give her $50,000. First of all, where is Sean gonna get $50,000 from? I want Destiny to go the hell away from me with this. She's telling her friend that she's getting ready to go to Ohio. Her friend tells her she thinks that is stupid. I'm like, amen, but this dumbass still gonna go. Now her friend says she ain't even talked to her PO and got a travel pass. I'm like, so this dumbass is potentially going back to jail? Oh, guys, this episode that annoyed me. I didn't realize it annoyed me until I really started reviewing it. Um, so Sean is talking to his son, basically trying to get some empathy from his son. I'm like, sir, don't nobody feel a lick of shit for you when it comes to your son. But his son gave him some empathy and some sympathy. And then the fact that this asshole had the unmitigated gall and audacity to sit there and try to blame Kelly for him being a sad sack shit of a father. You colossal piece of shit. Sean, go to hell. Let's pause here, you guys, and wrap up this episode. All right, you guys, let's end it with Deontay and Lindsay, you guys. So you guys know Deontay and Lindsay, they had sex with each other the night before, right? So they're waking up. He asked her, how does she like her coffee? She said dark and sweet. He said, I know that's right. I was like, oh God, this. Okay. Deontay, he told her that he can see himself, he would marry her the next day. I was like, say what? Say huh? What? No, 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 no. No. Don't do that. I think Lindsay is another Nicole with 2 L's. She's just a. The thing with Lindsay is a smarter version of Nicole. Keep that in mind, Deontay. She's a smarter version of Nicole. So she's telling him she doesn't want to rush things. She ain't that into you, bro. I just don't think she's that into you. I think she's playing. My bad, y'all. I didn't mean to burp. I think she's playing you, right? So he says he'll be coming back and forth, and he potentially wants to move there. Now, she did say something that really was kind of smart. Like, she did say something that was smart, right? So he's saying he wants to come back and forth, but he also wants to move. But I'm like, with the cost of gas, you're gonna spend a lot of money trying to go back and forth to see her. And even if you buy a plane ticket, that's a lot of money. So you're not really able to save money. And then don't you already have bad credit? So you, on top of you having bad credit, not paying your creditors, you blowing money to go see Lindsay. Okay. Not the smartest thing in the world to do. So then he asked her about meeting her mom and her daughter. She says eventually, right? She just wants to, give it some time. I agreed with that, right? So then he took her back to Blaine's, right? So Blaine asked her the next morning if she had sex with him, and she hit at Blaine. You know what, you guys? I'm starting to see what Deontay saw with Blaine and Lindsay. There's a chemistry there. So you might be onto something, Deontay. You might be onto something. So he asked her if she likes him or if she's into him. She says yes, right? So then Deontay calls, talking about how he missed her and he should come back and get her. She says, you got to go to work. He says, I can miss another day of work. Say what? Unless you're on PTO, take your black ass to work. Take your ass to work. The hell? You can miss another day. Unless you're getting paid time off, go to work, sir. Please and thank you. So she tells Blaine about him potentially wanting to move down there in the next 2 months. Blaine thinks it's a pipe dream. Honestly, I do too. And I'm going to say why I think it's a pipe dream, because like I just said, how are you going to save money to move down there when you're going to be traveling back and forth to see her? That's gas money. You got to rent another house. So we're not really thinking that. We're not thinking long term, are we? We're thinking short term is really what I'm getting from Deontay. We're thinking short term and not long term. So yeah, Deontay, you were right about because Blaine said he's attracted to Lindsay. Y'all gonna have a fight. At least this time it ain't a woman that's taking you. At least this time, if somebody takes your girl, it's not another woman who looks like Ellen DeGeneres, the broke down version of Ellen DeGeneres. So then he called her, talking about how he missed her again. I was like, ooh, that pussy must have been good. Just saying. Then he texts her, talking about how he misses her, how, his dick is ready for her and how his dick misses her. I was like, oh, okay. I wasn't expecting that. I'm good, you guys. That's it. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode. Leave your comments in the comment section below, and you guys subscribe to the channel, turn your post notifications, share the video, and until the next time, you guys stay safe, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, wear a mask, socially distance, be blessed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.